superhero needs a theme song. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, that song was created with AI. That was the whole thing. So if you like it, maybe I'll become a pop star. There's hope yet. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out tonight. I'm Darren Blatt, aka D Money, your host. Thank you very much. We got a great show for you tonight. We're going to keep it really short because it really is mostly about the networking tonight, and we're going to do some deals. But I'll tell you what, while you guys are, and wow, this is like the quietest I've heard a crowd. This is great. Thank you. Yeah, come on, after that, cheer. Thank you. I love it. I love it.
We're hanging on your every word.
I love that. I love that. Thanks for coming out to Hollywood. We have so many people that came in from so far away. I'm like blown away by it. People are flying in from New York. Hey, who came from the furthest tonight? Raise your hand. Who do you think? Who thinks they came from the furthest? Shout out where you guys came from. Where else? New York. Glendale. The Valley. Vegas. All right. Well, good. And we got more people coming, so don't go anywhere. RSVP list looks amazing, but you know, you get out of the Uber and all that. It's a little different. But anyway, we're going to feed you guys, so they're going to come around and take your order. We're going to be as short and sweet as possible. We got burgers, we got fries, we got chicken fingers, or a salad. All right, so tonight, we got a whole bunch of good stuff going on tonight, but we're going to start it off with, yes, salad. We're going to start it off with a very cool, famous comedian that you're going to love. Well, hold on. Let's hear that voice guy again. You got a sample behind you?
He was one of the stars of Chelsea Lately with Chelsea Handler. He's the host of Emmy-nominated game show Idiot Test on Pluto TV. He was one of the lead actors on the Disney Plus series Just Beyond. He was a regular on the Today Show on NBC, The Late Show with James Corden on CBS, and voiced characters in Ice Age, The Book of Life. And his stand-up comedy specials have been hits on Showtime and Amazon Prime. Let's give a huge welcome to the talented and hilarious Ben Glebe.
Give it up for Ben Glebe, everybody. What's going on, Ben? How are you? Come on in.
What's up, everybody? Happy holidays! Happy holidays.
Yes.
I'm Jewish, so I like to say Merry Christmas to confuse people. I also like that you recorded my intro so that you didn't have to memorize that shit.
I didn't have to memorize
I like that.
By the way, for those that don't know, Ben Glebe was the host of this year's Affie Awards in New York City. So.
Damn right I was.
Right.
Highlight of my career,
Yeah.
as far as you know.
Jeff Ross said the same thing, by the way.
He did. Yeah, he's high a lot.
Yeah.
He's high a lot of the time. Also, never heard anybody who hates salad more. You just apparently hate salad. You're like, we've got burgers, we got chicken fingers. Or if you're an asshole, you could have a fucking salad. I order a salad. You don't have to eat fried things every minute of your life.
I forgot that you were that one person that ordered the salad.
I ordered the salad, yep.
Man, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, there you go. What's up, girl?
So this is almost exactly like the Grammys, except it's different in every single way.
That's correct, yep.
Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's not how I suggested to say that joke. I gave him that joke. It was supposed to be monologue up top. I also said Oscars, not Grammys. And it's got to be set up. Anyway, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's
why you got the professional comedian up here. That's right.
All right, so let's talk Ben Glebe for a moment. Because I thought it would be fun to start the night off with something lighthearted, something maybe funny, if we could just bottle that funniness, and talk a little bit about Ben. Now, Ben, if you didn't know, he's not only one of the best stand-up comedians, he's also an actor. My son has watched that movie Ice Age and loves that movie series. You were in Continental Drift, right?
I was, yes.
And how many of you saw that movie, by the way? You guys
I'm Marshall the Sloth in that movie. Thank you so much.
Right.
I will sign autographs later with my voice.
Yes. But you've been in other movies, too.
I've been in 13 movies, of which you've heard of nearly none of them.
So we don't need to rattle them off.
You don't need to rattle those off, no.
Okay.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot. That's the only one that people might know. What'd you say?
None. They meant like a porn.
Oh, none. No, I've done a lot of porn. I'm just still looking for a distributor, though. You know what I mean? I've got great footage. I'm just waiting for someone to release it.
Hey. Anyway, so let's catch up a little bit.
Spare no expense with this set here. You got the podcast mics that come with the box of mics. And this table, it's perfect.
It's high budget.
I like this picnic table we've got back here as well. Really nice stuff.
But did you like how we didn't buy the drinks, but instead we bought all the food?
I do like that,
Yeah,
yep.
that was pretty cool.
They did give me a free drink because I know the general manager.
That's good. So the last time Ben and I were together, we did the AFI Awards, where he had a chance for back-to-back nights to meet our industry. So it
Yep.
was the AFI Awards one night where everybody...
Yeah,
it was
and I
very-
still don't understand it at all. I don't get it.
It's okay.
Thank you.
And then the next night, I think you were too wasted to remember because we did Method Man.
Yeah, that's correct. 'Cause I only had to introduce Method Man. That was it. He was a fan of mine. That was a crazy life moment.
What was that like when you heard that?
Amazing. I went into the green room just with the goal of shaking Method Man's hand and maybe smoking weed with him. I walk in, he's like, dude, I know your game show. I love your game show.
Idiot test.
Yep. And then I talked to him about my stand-up. He's like, I'm well aware of your stand-up. I'm like, God damn. And then I'm like, you know, it's been a dream of mine to become honorary Wu-Tang. And he goes, you already are, man. And he made me honorary Wu-Tang.
So
I'm
give
like,
it up,
that's
you
amazing.
guys.
Thank you. Then, technically, after that, he did say, to make it official, you have to get a Wu-Tang tattoo or go swimming naked in Lake Minnetonka. So I'm still, like, I'm not, like, stamped yet.
Yeah, that's okay.
But it was good. And we did smoke weed together.
Yeah, I think you left with my lighter after I said, I got this Tecale.
Oh,
I got
shit.
It's okay. I wasn't gonna
No,
be
I still have the lighter. I thought I did get drunk at the end of that night, and I couldn't remember if you had an extra that was given to me, or if someone gave it to me, or if it was yours. So if that I do have it still. I'll
I
give
think
it
the
back to
first
you.
time we lit up and I gave it, I'm like, all right, he gave it back.
I'm gonna give it back to
But then
you.
the second time, I'm like, what?
Well, that's why you rob somebody. You wait till they get comfortable. Wait till they trust you. Second time, you take that shit home.
I don't need it back. It's fine.
I'll give it back to you, dog. I'll give it back. Clearly, you're fucking upset about it.
Wow, for me to mention it.
I'm gonna give it back to you as soon as I gotta go. Listen.
So what was your impression of our crowd? You got a chance, performance marketers. When I told you that we had a room of ballers that are performance marketers, you must have been just overwhelmed.
Yeah, you exaggerated. But here's the thing. No, you're great people. You're a great group of people. I love it. Performance marketers. I still don't understand what it is
Yeah.
or what it means. Say it again? I understand ballers. That part I do get. It says a man what are you wearing? Like it's like a half sneaker, half dress shoe. I don't even know what that is. That's a fancy, but also not fancy. That's like homeless chic right there. I like that.
Dressing up was optional.
I agree. Clearly.
So one thing that I wanted to ask you was dating a woman. By the way, you're single out here, right?
Yeah, I'm single.
So ladies.
So, okay, no, one cheer. One pity cheer after a long pause. Whole crowd was like awkward. And she was like, "Woo, let's give him one."
All you
That's
need
nice.
is one, man. All you need is one.
Not according to you.
So it must be kind of hard to date because they know that you're a comedian and you're going to stand up, and every comedian always talks about their love life and their girlfriend.
That's true.
So has that been a problem for you?
Yeah, that's not ideal. I went on a date with this very beautiful movie star recently, and we sat down, and first thing she says to me is she's like, "So do you like talk about your relationships a lot?" And I was like, "I mean, no, not really. So once in a blue, if you do dumb shit, then yes."
But don't come see my show.
No
later.
second date though. I haven't.
No second.
No second date. But it's hard dating just in general. Like, there's this one girl that I had a crush on that's good friends with my good friend. And I said, it was so insulting. I said to him the other day, I was like, I kind of have a crush on your friend. And he said to me, he didn't even think this was an insult. He looks at me and he goes, yeah, the only thing is, like, she's very spiritual. Wow. And I was like, what do you think? What the fuck am I? And then he goes, no. What I'm saying is she's very intentional with who she dates. I was like, the fuck does that mean? He just kept trying to, like, make it better, and he kept making it worse. He's like, no, she, like, cares about who she's seen with. I'm like, dude, this is just very deeply painful. So I'm not dating her.
Sorry to hear that.
That's all right. That's okay. But, you know, I'm on these dating apps, too. I'm on Raya. You guys know Raya? Raya is, like, the celebrity dating app, they call it. You have to, like, get approved to be in this app. But there's a feature on it that's very stupid. It's someone can be on the app just for friends, and when their profile comes up, it says just here for friends. Do you know how deeply hurtful it is to not match with somebody who is just there for friends? This person doesn't even want to not fuck me. You understand? It hurts.
That's a horrible app.
It's a horrible app.
Horrible.
This mic just touched my mouth and it tastes like vinegar. Like, is someone to pour dressing on this thing?
No, I think Always thought to do it. By the way, give it up for DJ Always.
Yeah. DJ Always. I like that name.
Always on time.
I like that.
Always is also the DJ for Digital Underground. So give it over to Digital Underground.
Who I'm a huge fan of, by the way.
Really?
I mean, when I was very drunk and high at the affiliate ball night 2, I did all of Humpty Dance on stage.
I remember. And you rapped
You
it.
were there. I
You
rapped.
it.
Of course.
I
What
remember.
am I going to sing it? Of course I
No,
rapped
but
it.
you had the mic
That's
and
one of-
you rapped.
Yeah, that's right. That's one of my karaoke go-tos. And I don't look at the screen to impress everybody, you know?
I have to look at the screen.
No,
but
I
at
don't
the
need
end of
that.
the show, we're going to close out the show with Young Hump of Digital Underground doing a song. Yeah, right.
Yep.
We got a really good story about that, so he's a guest. So when we're done chatting in a couple minutes, we're going to also have some performance marketers up here. But right now, I thought it kind of blended in well with the show.
I think it's
because
great.
you're kind of industry. I mean, you were at 2 events already.
Correct. I'm a real affiliate performance marketer. A lot of people know that about me. A lot of people know that.
What's your favorite vertical?
Well, favorite verticals is just being tall. That's one of my main ones. It's one of my top ones. It's just as tall as I am because that's the way. And also my least favorite vertical is how we have to shoot video for social media now. I hate that. Make video horizontal again. What is this? You don't see the world this way. You see the world this way. It's because we don't want to go like this with our hands. We're a lazy bunch of motherfuckers. That's not my only thought. Do you want to hear some new stand-up jokes? I pulled them out. I'm gonna do some stand-up there. I'm gonna do some stand-up. Here we go.
I'll just relax and enjoy it like everybody
All right,
else.
let's gonna do a little bit of stand-up for you guys.
You guys are good with a little stand-up, right? As long as we're at a comedy club, right?
Just a couple of things I wanted to discuss with you guys. First of all, society doesn't have a lot of rules, you know, but it's got a couple. Like even hugging's got some rules. We all know them intrinsically. No one told us the rule, but you just get it. Like if you're gonna hug a woman, you can just hug her directly. But if you're gonna hug a dude, you gotta kind of hit him first. You gotta kind of be like, "Fuck, dude." All right, now come here. It's okay. We just hit each other a little bit. Nobody thinks it's weird. So there's that rule. You can't be sexy drinking a milkshake. If you're on a date, don't order a milkshake. Because you can't be like, "Yeah, what's going on, girl?" It's just, the straws are not fat enough. You get that. That hurt my cheeks doing that. I was seeing this girl for like a month or so, and we just stopped seeing each other. And I was talking to my lady friend, and she's like, "But did you like consciously end it?" And I was like, what do you mean? Did you like call her and let her know you were interested anymore? And people are way too into conscious communication these days because how is that not worse? That's way worse. Is it not obvious we're not dating anymore because I've stopped calling and texting completely? I'm supposed to call her up and be like, "Hey, just wanted to make sure you know that I'm not interested in you anymore. Hey, I just wanted to make sure I'd like to get your consent that you're aware that something's not right about you. That makes me just not want to ever do this again. Just wanted to make sure I was being super upfront about it. Yeah, you're not right." You know, it's not better. There's that. What else we got? I thought I had body dysmorphia for several years. Turns out I was just fat. That's just one of the options. You can just be fat. Say it again. Are you guys selling Ozempic? Oh, Ozempic. Let's do it.
By the way, if you guys want to sell Ozempic, come talk to me afterwards. I got my guy. He's here tonight, and we have a white label for you with White Label MD. Yeah. So hit me up afterwards because that's the real deal. If you want to know what's making the most money right now, it's actually telehealth because you get all those rebuilds.
That's the first time that's happened during one of my stand-up sets. Also, why does it gotta be a white label? What if you're Mexican?
We got a
What if
brown
you're black?
Brown
We need
label.
brown label, black label. We need to have different labels.
That was a TV commercial.
I don't see labels.
Vitamin C labels is very funny. People use phrases weird. Like, people use the phrase, if you like done seeing somebody, they'll say, that ship has sailed. But ships return to port all the time. That ship has sailed means I'm gonna fuck her again in 2 weeks. Really, the saying should be that ship has sunk. We know that. That's what it should be. That ship has sunk. We have to react to text now. It's a lot of time wasted now in our lives. Just 2 years ago, they were like, guess what? Now every time someone texts you, you got to text back with a heart. Every time. I mean, it creates a real problem. You ever have a friend just like your text? Oh, it's like they slap you in the fucking face. I love it when Mike loves my texts. I don't like it when Mike likes my texts. I don't like that at all. You know, we're just like probably a month away from them making us react to the reaction. Oh, I loved your text. I loved your reaction to my text. We're just going to spend our whole day fucking reacting to that shit. All right, good. Not my best one. I agree with you. Women are like credit card machines. Sometimes they want you to leave it in for a while. Sometimes they want you to remove it immediately. Great. Not my best either. Not my best. I feel like, look, if you're going to come to America, you don't have to learn the language. It's fine. But maybe you could learn a few words. Like maybe if you're going to be an Uber driver, you could learn 5 car words. Just a couple car words would be really helpful. I'm so tired of being in Uber and being like, excuse me, do you mind turning on the air? He's like, I don't speak. Okay, I don't want to have like a deep convo. Just the air. Just, I don't. Yeah, but just the air. Just, I'm pointing at the air. It's, my finger's almost touching the air. Can you just the air. It's very hot. Please, just the air. I don't, just learn fucking go, stop, left, right, and fucking air. Just learn air. I got in the Uber the other day at the airport. I got in the Uber and the dude turns to me before we take off and he goes, say boo. I was like, the fuck? He goes, say boo. I was like, boo? And he goes, say boo. He was saying seatbelt, you guys. He was trying to say seatbelt. That's not how you say that. I don't know if you're aware of that, but that's definitely not how you say it. Why does every movie critic, when reviewing a movie that they love, they always use one phrase? It was a tour de force. No human has ever used that word. Have you ever gone to a movie and been like, wow, that performance, tour de force? You know, okay, it's jokes. I wish I didn't say it also. Everybody's got healers these days. You know, everybody's got a healer. I was talking to my friend. She was getting massaged by her healer. She goes, my healer's amazing. I've been with her for 10 years. She sounds like shit. You should be super healed at this point. It's been 10 years. Just saying. Joe Biden, still president. Do you know that? Joe Biden is still the president of America. It's unbelievable. I voted for him, but he's not. I mean, that debate was fun. It was the only thing ever that could make Trump shut up. Trump was like, I don't know what's happening. Biden was like, here's the thing, folks. We're gonna here. Well, I've seem to have peed myself. Sitting here wet, folks. Why does Biden always think that we think he's joking? He's always like, the crime rate is up. People are dying. I'm not joking around. Nobody thinks you're joking about the crime rate. We don't think you're a stand-up comedian. You're the president. You understand women's rights are being taken away. It's no joke, folks. I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding. We know that. All right, great. Let's just talk to a couple of you in the crowd for a minute before we wrap this up. That's nice of you to ask. Where are you from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. I could tell that instantly.
My gas.
What for?
What part? What part of New York are you from?
Brooklyn is my man from.
Yeah.
Flatbush.
Where in Brooklyn are you from? Flatbush?
Flatbush.
Are you from Flatbush?
Their jeans tight.
Cute. They're heckling each other. I've never seen that before. You're saying they get a flat bush because they wear their jeans tight? It's an amazing joke. In those days, there was hair. Yeah. Maybe update your references at some point. When did you move? Do you still live in Brooklyn now?
No, I live here.
You live here. I'm sorry to hear that. Because I live here too. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. And what? You're an affiliate marketer?
I work in payment processing.
Yeah.
I live in the payment and the Pacific Palisades.
You're drunk, huh?
It's affiliate ball.
It's not the affiliate ball, actually. So you don't know where you are or who you are. This is a party for affiliate marketers. It's not the affiliate ball. Do you feel like you're dressed for a ball? Because you have sunglasses on your short sleeve shirt. So that's how you dress at a ball.
Sunny out.
It's not sunny out. It's nighttime. The sun went down at 4:45. It's now 8:30. I don't know how you do it in Flatbush. We sometimes put on long sleeves.
A little too much reality.
I get that. Sure. I'd like to add a 3% fee on your life. Who else we got here in the crowd? Let's talk to you, sir. What's your name? Steve, what do you do? Marketing. That's amazing. What a shocker. What's the secret to good marketing? It's marketing? I would prefer if you didn't answer with the question in it. That's like number one rule of question answering. What's the secret to good comedy? You tell me. Yep, correct. So the secret to good marketing is good marketing? Beautiful. You're an intense guy. I loved you in American History X. You are? Oh shit, you can't tell in kind of the militant demeanor and the short Nazi haircut. I like that. I get it. These are hard times. We have to put a more aggressive front. Brooklyn, please keep it down. Now this isn't Flatbush, all right? We're in the middle of Hollywood, California here. Yeah, you did. I never met a man that likes pubic hair more than this guy. This guy can't get hard unless he sees a good bush there. What are your hobbies, Jewish friend? Boxing? That's great talking to you. Who else we got? You. Oh, you want to be fucked with. You just waved your hand at me like this. You went like this. You want to give the energy back. Thank you so much. You're about to regret this. And what do you do within the affiliate world? Nothing. You're just a friend. That's really a good friend. Let's let them be the judge. See, good friend? Okay, you're like a reindeer just popped up out of nowhere. Sure. Love that. And what do you do for a living? You're a producer. Of what? Of content? So is my 9-year-old nephew. In what way are you producing content?
Precisely the same way, just more expensive and
Cool. Have I seen any of your content that you've produced? Like what? Give me one.
I say, send you my
Give me one right now. You just said definitely, very confidently. I'd like to know one that you did that I've seen.
Welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins.
Oh, I never heard of that. Y'all heard of that? The fuck is that? Sounds like a chicken and waffle place. Welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins. What the fuck is that? Is that a documentary? About a man named Roscoe Jenkins? Say again? I didn't see it. I didn't see that shit. I'm being heckled by Digital Underground right now. This is a high point of my life. That's exciting. What? Well, we already established that. Say again? Okay, I like being lectured by a white guy about men of color. I need to know every project of every person of color now? I think you're misinterpreting the current time. This is 2024. You have to know every project of every man of color. I have to fuck with you now. You're aware of that, right? That's the rules. What's your name? Oh, yeah, the shoes guy. Gary? What do you do, Gary? No, you're not. What do you do, Gary? You own websites? What websites do you own? You own My Life, Pringo, and Tower Meds, 3 of the big ones. 3 of the top 3. Pringo and Tower Meds. Of course it is. Yeah, you probably also own whoisroscoejenkins.com. That's one of your big ones. I'm Ben Glebe. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming.
Thank you.
So good to be with you, brother. Thanks for having
Thank you
me.
for coming out, man. Maybe we'll bring you back for Vegas. I'd love to see you there. I hope you come back. By the way, we got give it up for Ben Glebe, everybody. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Man, this is great. I feel like we're doing comedy tonight. I hope my other guests are as funny. No pressure. So anyway, by the way, coming up we have the Lead Generation World Affiliate Ball. So if you guys don't know, I throw the affiliate ball. That's part of my repertoire. Yeah, there you go. We're going to do a rock and roll theme. We got a really good rock band. They do like Led Zeppelin, Alice in Chains. So if you guys want to go, just register on the site, affiliateball.com. There you go. So like meetups and find the Fort Lauderdale, Florida party. And then Vegas. You guys know who Harry Mack is? We're bringing him back. We got the Mac is back. So we're bringing back Harry Mack in Vegas at Dre's Nightclub. It's going to be insane, and I hope you guys are there. So a little backstory about doing this tonight. You guys are like, what the hell is a D-Money show? I'm sure. The D-Money show was started actually before podcasts, before YouTube. Yeah, I'm really old. I'm showing my date. I'm way too old. But I started the D-Money show back in like 1999. Like I said, way before YouTube and all that. And what it was we used to interview a bunch of industry people in performance marketing, and it was a way different place. Way different back then. Which Carly Beechler, who's going to come up, will probably tell you very soon. But we're gonna wait for Carly. I got to stay with her, because she's a good one. But I just want to say that this is a very nostalgic moment for me. After starting the D-Money show years ago, my brother was a big part of it. Kevin Black, where you at? Hey, Rizzo, where are you? These lights are pretty bright. Anyway, so we started that way back, so it's kind of cool to come full circle and do a D-Money show live with a real in-studio audience like this tonight. We'll rebroadcast it on the internet. So I'm happy to do this. Maybe we'll take it on tour. But I'm going to go ahead and get back to some more guests. But I just want to say thank you guys for coming tonight. It's a lot of fun to be able to do a new version of the D-Money show. And maybe we'll do more of these in the future where we get a whole bunch of people that we can interview and fuck with a little bit and then have a party after. So if you guys want that, we're going to do that. We're going to keep this one short. I just need enough time for that food to come out for you guys and enough time to bring up the next guest tonight. Bring up Jamal English. Come here, Jamal. Media Network. Come here, man. Yeah. All right. My man Jamal is here. What's going on? You probably need to pick up the mic because these stands are it's just for show to look like we're a high budget show, but really.
Nah, it's not too bad. How is everybody doing tonight?
Yeah. So if you got who's in paper call right now? Who's doing paper? All right. That's pretty good. This is way different than a normal podcast, right?
It is. It's a good vibe though, Darren.
It's a good vibe. It's Hollywood, you know what I mean?
No, I like it. The traffic was shit.
It's LA traffic. I'm sorry. I started it at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
What a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry. Sorry to everybody that came in that traffic. I bet you everybody's going to show up any second now. But anyway, Thank you for coming all the way out here. Where are you from? Where do you live?
Yeah, I'm out in Phoenix, you guys. So anybody that's in Arizona, definitely let's get connected. We know we got Travis out there, but let's avoid him.
That's right. So Jamal, what's really cool about you is that not only are you a cool guy, and I love hanging out with you at all the trade shows, but you built something so special that it's hard to educate people and tell them what you do, because it's kind of complicated. Because what you do is you have a network where you put buyers and sellers together. They're advertisers and publishers all under one roof, and they can basically say, hey, I got the goods, set their price, somebody else can go in and buy it, and then boom, we have a whole network. So if you're looking for
100%.
pay-per-call, why don't you tell, I'm not going to try to describe what you do, because I would not do you any justice. Please tell everybody a little more.
No, I got you. Everybody in the crowd real quick. Who's actually generating calls right now, generating leads? Raise your hand real quick. We got something for you. Anybody in the crowd right now that's actually brokering media, buying from somebody else and reselling it? Anybody raise
They
your
call
hand?
that an agency nowadays.
All right. We got something
You
for
got
you.
an agency?
Exactly. And the other side of the business is everybody that's buying the media. So what we built is a full service ecosystem to accommodate every side of the business.
Let's go.
We got the people that are originating the media, publishers. We have mechanisms for you guys to apply for direct offers with advertisers that are directly placing their bids in the system. We give you full transparency as far as what bid rates look like, and you actually are able to know what's going to actually scale your campaigns. And on the other side of that, for advertisers, it's a full transparent ecosystem. We show advertisers exactly what they're buying, who they're buying it from, exactly how the quality of the media is actually performing, to be able to create a full service ecosystem all around. And then, of course, for those brokering media, we wanted to be able to accommodate everybody, to bring everybody into the ecosystem where we all can eat together. One of the big problems that I really see in the business as a whole is a lot of bid suppression. There's too many people trying to eat in the middle that kind of make things very complicated. So we wanted to create a very transparent ecosystem, everybody to be in one place. All the bids are very direct. They're very targeted. You're able to see exactly what the price points are, what advertisers are willing to pay. And that way publishers can get the best payouts available. So, we're looking for a lot more media buyers and publishers and asset owners, people that have websites and ways for us to monetize with them, especially with what's coming available from traffic, live transfers, inbound calls, as well as form fills. So there's a lot of opportunity across the board, Darren.
Yeah, what I really enjoy about your platform, by the way, for those that want to get started with EDM, leadnetwork.com, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you brand yourself as EDM Network because you're a network, but
Yeah.
it's more than that.
Yeah.
But you do these weekly meetings that I found really cool. So, if you're going to be onboarding a bunch of people, you do these weekly. So, if somebody out there wants to get started with EDM Lead Network,
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Basically, they're going to support you in a weekly meeting. You get in a conference call on Google Meets, and you actually walk people through it. You take their questions, and it's very easy for somebody to sign up and become a backer.
No, 100%. You guys, one of the big problems that I see in this space as a whole is everybody's so secretive. It really breaks my heart how a lot of us are all working with the same people, working together in a lot of different ways, but we don't want to talk about it. So one of the big things that I'm looking to accomplish is bringing more of the ecosystem together, opening up transparency across the board and letting everybody see what it is. The more that we can be transparent, open, honest, more things that we're going to be able to get accomplished ultimately long term.
Yeah. So what are some of your bigger verticals that you guys have?
Yeah. So on the insurance side, so the way that we organize our business is in terms of industry, verticals, and product types. So, on the industry side, insurance, financial services, home services, legal, travel, real estate, those are our core industries. All the sub verticals underneath those we operate in. But our biggest would be probably ACA, final expense, auto insurance. On the insurance side, those would probably be the most dominant verticals right now. On the financial services side, it'd be debt settlement, credit repair. Those two verticals are performing extremely well on financial services. Mortgage is making a resurgence right now as well. We got a lot of advertisers placing direct offers there. On the home services, it'd be roofing, HVAC, solar, windows, bathroom remodel. We're consuming all that media. And then on the other side, in the legal space, really, I'm looking for a lot of MVA traffic right now. We got direct lawyers and law firms on in the system and in the platform hosting offers with us. So we're definitely looking for some new media buyers for that vertical as well. And then on the real estate side, we're looking for anybody that's actually either generating like refinance leads or any of these consumers that are looking to sell their homes, like for sale by owner properties. Those are some of the very heavily campaigns that we're invested in heavily.
That's great. It's an amazing network. I can vouch for it because I'm actually signed up and I'm about to bring in a whole bunch of people. You have a white label now as well. So like if anybody wants to start their own agency, as we can say, right?
Yeah.
You can put buyers and sellers together under their new white label at edmleadnetwork.com, and boom, your logo is in there and they think it's you. I'm actually doing it right now with marketingfirm.com. I just set it up today. So if you want to make money with Jamal and Team Money, go to marketingfirm.com.
100%.
Right on. And my last question for you before you go, because I'm going to keep it moving very fast. We got a few guests. And the main thing tonight is I really want you guys to network and do some business together. And I know a whole bunch of people are coming still. What was the biggest obstacle of starting your own lead network? That's got to be crazy.
Yeah, every obstacle you can imagine. So like the biggest thing, you guys, is like for most of the part, this business is very transactional. You got buyers, sellers, you're trying to put deals together. And this is what makes a lot of big problems in this space. So what you start to see is like most of the companies that exist right now, they don't have a lot of infrastructure. And that lack of infrastructure doesn't allow anything tangible for any of your advertisers to be able to feel like they're actually getting, other than the resorts that they're reaping from the actual sales themselves. But in order to acquire those advertisers, especially at a massive scale, you need to be able to have the infrastructure to support them and meet them where they're at. So we support both retail users, enterprise users. No matter what type of business structure you have, we're able to accommodate the infrastructure to be able to allow you to operate as efficiently as possible. So like one of the biggest challenges is just kind of learning what the industry's verticals and what these businesses are actually doing and how their business models work and how you could be able to plug in to drive the difference.
I love that. It's awesome. Well, you built a hell of a network. You've been a supporter of a lot of events, including the affiliate ball, and I'm very grateful. And thank you for coming all the way out here tonight to explain what EDM Lead Network and EDM Network does.
No, for sure.
Everybody, give it up for Jamal.
Thank you guys so much. It's such a pleasure. Thank you, Darren.
We're going to keep the show flowing. It's like our drinks. How's the food, by the way? The food ready yet? All right. We got more. Thank you. See you later. All right. Oh, we got my man back.
Darren, I completely forgot to talk about the main thing I wanted to talk about.
I can't wait to hear this.
Just quickly, I wanted to let everybody know that I have an opportunity for everybody. I'm creating in the coming months of the new year the world, like a very large project, my life's dream, the world's first late night talk show for the internet, for the whole planet, the first global late night talk show, the first social media based late night talk show.
It's on YouTube, right?
It's going to be based on YouTube and then also live on a lot of the other platforms. And we are going to basically create the first late night show that helps expose other worlds, other topics of conversation than just only celebrity culture. So we're going to book alongside the celebrities, the thought leaders, change makers, people doing interesting new things, try to expose people's work, people's different fields, people's different thought ideas, people's different ways to help evolve this planet while I make it funny. And so we're going to be funding this thing in a way that it can never be canceled. So it's not owned by a conglomerate. It's going to be owned strictly by me and my investors. No, not by YouTube. YouTube will not own it. That's why we're on several platforms. I will own it, and my investors will own it, and my sponsors will be part of it. So we're actively meeting in January with sponsors and potential investors who want to get advertised. We're going to be putting many hundreds of thousands of dollars in advertising for the show. We're going to be getting huge eyeballs on it. So if any of you have a company that might want to sponsor the show or want to be an investor and own a piece of the new Tonight Show that's going to be global and for the whole internet, please contact Darren or just hit me up directly at Ben Glebe on Instagram in my DMs and we can talk about it and we'll set it up. Start in January.
I will hook that up for you because I said it. We got a lot of really good ballers in there. And I look for really like creative ways to get more traffic, and I think this is a great way. So if you guys want to entertain people late night while you're sitting at home in your underwear, he's got the talk show for you.
Yep, that's it. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hey, you can come up here anytime.
Thank you.
If you think of anything else that I missed, you just come
I will
up.
be bopping back up.
All right. That's awesome. All right, Begley, my man. All right, so now I want to introduce another guest out here that flew all the way out here from the East Coast. He's also helping me on the website for Affiliate Ball. He built my app. Please welcome my man Brian from App Presser. Come on out here.
What's up?
My man Brian, so where did you fly in from?
I'm from Jersey. Any Jersey folks out here? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't pump our gas, we pump our fists.
Jim Tan Laundry. That's all I know about Jersey, right? I love that. Anyway, Brian, you're down with Affiliate Ball. You're actually the man behind the website. I appreciate you. And I know a lot of you guys out there like to run WordPress. And the thing about WordPress is you really got to stay up to date on all those new modules and stuff.
Plugins.
Plugins, sorry. That's why I leave it to you. Plugins. So there's always a new plugin I keep giving you. I'm like, hey man, can we do this? Can we do that? You guys are so good with that.
There's a plugin for that.
There's a plugin for that. And by the way, we had Funkmaster Flex at that one party that I threw that was I had one failure as a party. And he's your client, by the way. That's why I mentioned it. But I had one party that was like a blizzard. It was a complete whiteout in New York. And I had your client, Funkmaster Flex, DJ. And he tried to console me that night because there was only 50, it was kind of like this crowd. There was only 50 people, and I'm used to like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people. And he's like, man, this is a nor'easter storm. This doesn't normally happen. It's hard to get gas. Nobody's making it out tonight. It felt really bad. But
Glitch in the
anyway,
Matrix.
yes, but everybody has one bad night. That was my one bad night. But how is Funkmaster Flex? And what's it like? What are you doing for him exactly?
We built his Lit Digital GJs app. So we're streaming Hot 97 and the other radio station that they own. What is it, 103.5 or one of them or something. But so basically, if you have his app anywhere in the United States, you could listen to Hot 97, what's going on the radio. It took us like months to get that app approved in the App Store. If any of you guys have apps in the App Store, you know how Apple's a pain in the ass to get it approved. So we had to do all sorts of extra shit to make sure to get his approved because it's streaming, brand new music and stuff.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to start an app for what you guys do as a marketer, I can highly recommend these guys. They really do they dig in there and they really will get all the updates on WordPress or anything else. And they will get it approved in the iStore and also in Google App Store. See, I use Android. I don't even know. Anyway.
Yeah, any type of software you guys need. I mean, I guess all of you are potential clients because everybody needs software. Everybody needs some kind of integration with other systems. Everybody needs an app. Everybody needs some kind of migration. So I've been doing this for over half my life now. I joined the Marine Corps when I turned 18. Yup. Any other military guys out here? What branch? Army. Okay, cool. You know what Army stands for? Aren't ready for Marines yet. Any Navy guys? I got a Navy joke too. So the Marine Corps is actually a department of the Navy, the men's department. But so anyway, I signed up to be a machine gunner on my 18th birthday, and I did really good on the ASVAB tests because the first couple questions were all these crazy word problems, right? Like there's a train heading west from New York to LA at 137 miles per hour, and there's a train heading east from LA to New York. And I was like, man, fuck all this shit. And I skipped a couple pages, and it was like pattern making. What comes next? Red, blue, red, blue. I'm like, red, are you kidding me? So by the time they told everybody that the test is over and to put down their pencils, I had more answers correct and completed than my peers. So I guess that told them that I would be good at computer shit. So they asked me like, hey, you want to do computer shit? And I was like, well, I only know how to play that game Doom and look up internet porn. And they're like, oh, you'll be great. You'll be great. So I guess they were right. They sent me to learn how to code, program missiles, build databases, all sorts of stuff in 29 Palms in California. So if you guys pay your taxes, thanks for my education. And when Bush landed on the aircraft carrier and said mission accomplished, the Marines were going home. I got to leave Iraq, and they wanted me to re-enlist, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go make some money now. So thanks for that.
I love that. Hey, good luck with that. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Yeah, so anything that you guys want to have built, I'll build it for you. My motto is, if you dream it, I could build it. Custom workflows, integrations, databases, whatever. I got 5 kids, so I gotta keep the money coming in, if you know what I mean.
I love that. I think somebody had a question. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it's hard to see with
I'm
these
going to
lights.
repeat it out loud so you guys can know.
Do you do smart TV apps?
Do you do smart TV?
Yeah, actually, Apple has a new feature. So I've been developing on the Apple Vision Pro as well. I was gonna bring it out here and wear it on my face right now and look like an idiot, but so you could actually build iOS apps and release them on Apple TV now, which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
Any other
Are there
technical
any other
questions? I'm not gonna connect your printer for you, so don't ask.
All right. All right, I think we're good. I think we're going to go on to the next guest. But hey, give it up for Brian.
Woo!
We love you, Brian. Thank you guys for all you do. And your service. All right, all right. All right, so we're going to close up the show pretty soon. But now before I get a couple more sponsors and guests on. And by the way, we have some great sponsors I'm going to thank in a second. And by the way, Sam came all the way out from Denver. Call Brews came out from Denver too. I appreciate that. But right now, I need to bring back an old schooler up here to the stage. Where's my Carly Beechler from Bloom College? Come on up here, Carly. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right. All right. By the way, DJ Always, I'll take you everywhere with me. I wish we were in my car playing DJ. Anyway, Carly, how you doing?
God, what an honor it is to be sitting up here with you finally.
Thank you.
All the way from 2016, I was like, oh my God, who is this guy, Darren? He has the Appy Awards. He has this incredible trophy that I really want.
I get that a lot.
And now, you know, so many years later, it's meaningful, man.
I love that. Well, thank you for coming. And by the way, I know that you're a little jet lagged. You came from Affiliate World. How was Affiliate World?
Oh, life-changing. Really, I have never been to Southeast Asia. I've never been to that part of the world, but seeing how people live, seeing how people act, seeing how people just love their lives in that kind of a space was unforgettable, and it taught me a lot.
That's great.
You know, gratitude.
If I could just transport myself there and be there in a second, I would go.
Oh, you gotta go. Thailand is unforgettable. You know, it's a life-changing experience. Travis, I heard you say it. It's amazing.
Not all lady boys.
No,
Not all lady boys.
not all lady
They
boys.
call
Not all
that
of
a
them.
pitsoi, right? Isn't that called a pitsoi?
But what was it? Soy cowboy? Oh yes.
Or the non-Jewish.
Oh yes.
uh,
Oh honey, it was interesting.
Yeah, a pit goy. Anyway, Carly, you've been around forever, and I love that you're like always evolving. And what's really cool for people that don't know Carly is like she's one of the guys, and yet she's very girly and a lot of fun. So like you're always in the mix with everybody. Everybody loves you, and one of the reasons why we had to have you up here, besides being a female power player, is that you're everybody's dream of what they want to do. Everybody wants to work for themselves and figure out, how do I become an agency? How do I do this pay-per-call thing? And you're one of those stories that actually came true, because I've witnessed it. I've seen you work for Market Call back in the day, another sponsor of ours tonight. I love Market Call, great company, and they're huge. But you sat back, you learned, you've been in the game. What has been the biggest obstacle starting off as a business owner, doing it for yourself?
This is a very good question, and my answer is going to be somewhat abstract because it's not a tangible answer. It's not something that you can touch and you can see, and it's like, you know, a lot of people will say money, right? Money is an obstacle. For me, it was more about my own belief in myself. And I had a very meaningful conversation with somebody that I look up to a couple days before I gave my notice and I started my journey with Bloom Calls. And he was like, man, you seem to know everything that you need to do. Why do you even work for somebody else? And I was like, damn, I've never asked myself that question. I'm very loyal. Every company that I've worked for, whether in black hat or white hat, adult or insurance and finance, I've always bonded with them. I've always wanted to have this like kind of family mentality and whatnot. And I realized with every company that I worked for, I hit this growth ceiling that I could not break through for one reason or another. And at that point, I was like, okay, I owe it to myself to give this a try, to do it for myself, to prove it to myself as the first female business owner in my family, as an only child, somebody who came from like the trailer park. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
And I could not be more proud. And I will not say that, I did it all on my own. I had a lot of influence. I wouldn't have met many of the clients that I work with had I not worked for Market Call. And I love Market Call and I love the team there. And I still very much care about them, and we will have lifelong relationships. And that's probably a thing that sets me apart.
I love that. Give it up for Market Call, by the way. Yes, and Carly. Carly, one of the cool things about you, we both go way back. So if you guys didn't know, the very beginning of making money on the internet did not start the way that you see it now. It was a much different place back in the day where, let's say, everything was adult. And before there was search engines, people would just type in sex.com.
The wild, wild west.
Yeah, the wild, wild west. And there you were, and there I was throwing the player's ball.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is you got your start in adult black hat. So explain, what is adult black hat? How does that work?
Well, so you have like very regulated industries like health insurance and finance, and then you have the very non-regulated industries like gambling, Nutra, casino, all of those. Crypto is another one. Adult dating is a huge one. Before it was just really adult dating and adult gaming, and now it's evolved into like, okay, Nutra, and now you have your own brands, and now you have the formularies, and now you have the pharmacy components, and now you have these all-in-one SaaS softwares. And God, I would say that I would be handicapped if I didn't start an adult, because there's a certain beauty to reverse engineering. And when you're in white hat, reverse engineering black hat gives you an advantage that other people who just work white hat don't have. Because you understand how these affiliates are being more aggressive, and you understand how they're cloaking, and you understand maybe the more risky and strategic traffic sources that they're using. And that gives you an advantage understanding both sides of the concept.
So actually coming up in adult actually made you a better marketer.
1,000%. And to be able to handle such type of content in a professional environment says a lot as a woman.
Yeah. Amazing. I love that. And what's cool about your agency is that you're doing things with Meta, Google, you're doing a lot of SEO, a lot of TikTok and other social networks.
Right.
So if somebody wanted to become involved, how does that work for them, and how does that work for you? What's in it for them?
So with me specifically, I have very low overhead. I am a one-woman show. It's just myself and my husband, and we conduct business. And, we just went to Bangkok together. We did a lot of business together, and it's just he and I. So low overhead, low margin on my end. I don't eat off the plate too much. And that is significant when it comes
I eat
to
off
work.
the plate way too much. I am sorry.
Yes.
Hey,
And-
what does that mean? I don't get it. I don't know what
Fat black.
Money. So everybody wants to make money, right? We're all worried about our ROIs and our COGS. But at the end of the day, I'm in this for partnership. I'm in this for people who I can stay with in a longevity sense, who will continuously feed me as I feed them. So it's not about the money for me. It's about the partnership, and it's about, there's more than just monetary value in these partnerships. People teach you things. They teach you strategies. They teach you tricks and tools of the trade that you may have not have known. And that has monetary value beyond the 100K that sits in your savings account.
That's right. All right. Well, hey, I love that. And you're an inspiration to me. I know you're an inspiration to others out there. I thank you for coming out tonight. Let's make some money together.
Thank you, Baron.
And by the way, one more thing. you were that one person besides the main sponsors and Enrique that we brought back to meet Method Man. And if I remember correctly, that was the longest hug I've ever seen. It was so awkward watching you.
Awkward. Were
Yeah,
you jealous,
A
Darren?
little, well, it was like a 10-minute hug.
You know, when you meet Method Man, you don't let go.
Jordan was, he knows that. See? The womb.
Oh, and really quickly, because you mentioned Jordan, I just want to shamelessly plug my second company that I own,
Please.
which is Threat Culture Media. We operate in film and TV here in Hollywood. We service grip and electric specifically. We own and operate a 3-ton grip truck. We own all of the equipment. We have very low overhead. We can work with any budget, and we are masterminds in our trade.
Love that. Give it over to Carly G. Blue Column. I love that. You're the best. Thank you for coming. Okay, we got 2 guests left, and we're going to wrap it up so that we can all network. We got more people coming. But our next guest, by the way, is with one of the greatest, if not the greatest. As a matter of fact, I will say it is the greatest call center out there. You guys, how many of you guys use call centers out there? Anybody? Yeah. All right, well, you're going to still love them. Everybody give it up for Travis from the Call Gurus. Love the Call Gurus. We got T2. Here it comes. Yeah. This is really cool. I always wanted my own talk show. This is great.
This is right.
Travis, thank you for coming. I've learned that you got to hold the microphone kind of close just to make sure that people hear you. Thank you for coming out here. Where'd you fly in from?
We are in from Phoenix, so not too far from Jamal.
Oh, nice. You and Jamal live nearby.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah, he's in the nicer area, obviously.
He's in Colorado Springs. Right on. I love that. The rich neighborhood. Rich neighborhood. Sam flew out from Denver, too.
I know,
Thank you for
Denver.
coming. So, look, what number are you guys ranked on the Inc. 5000? I forgot to ask Jamal that, too. Jamal, what are you guys ranked? 33 on the Inc. 5000.
They skipped us.
So that's better than you guys?
It is just a little. We've been top
But you got
500.
more overhead.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah. Top
132?
500 both the last 2 years.
Top
yeah.
500. That's amazing. Multiple years, Jamal.
Yeah,
You hear
Jamal's
that?
new.
I love that. Listen to that, Jamal. They got way more overhead. But anyway, you guys have a huge call center. How many agents do you guys have?
Varies a little bit, but right around 2,000 agents.
2,000.
Oh. Big fan. Probably Carly out there.
We had like one applaud for like call centers.
I know,
How
yeah.
does that happen after that? That's
Jeez.
crazy. But no, that's awesome, man. You guys are killing it. So, what are the biggest verticals right now that you guys are specializing in?
Oh, we do a little bit of everything. We actually started as a real estate call center, so we still do plenty of real estate, but health insurance is one of the biggest ones. A little bit of everything in health insurance, from ACA, Medicare, final expense, auto and home life as well. And then debt has become a big one in the last year and a half or so. It seems like everybody's getting into debt. And
Isn't that kind of weird? I mean, like the biggest things on the internet that make the most money are the most repressed parts about society.
that's
What is
true.
up with that?
I know, it's true. Well, we spend a little too much money as a country, unfortunately.
It's crazy, but hey, somebody's got to make that money, right?
True.
But good for you guys. So, is most of your business right now, is it in customer service or sales related?
We definitely do a little bit of of a mix. We have quite a few clients in the industry that some people here tonight and some people at all the shows. But then we have a whole other side of the company that's just customer service. That wouldn't be anybody at these shows, but anything from shipping companies. One of the biggest shipping companies in America, as well as doctors' offices. We do some e-commerce as well, so we can take inbound customer service, but also do plenty of outbound on the sales side with a lot of lead generators.
That's amazing. And you guys have been involved with the affiliate ball. Do you have a favorite one?
Man, I know. Method Man has been great twice. Redman, I didn't know who he was, to be honest. Before I got there. And I texted a buddy, and he was like, that's on Eminem's top 5 list of all time.
Right.
And,
Reggie.
and yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. So, so then I had to look him up, and I was like, okay, that's pretty awesome to have
You
Redman.
memorize that.
Yeah, of course.
I love that. You're a visual when you saw that gift.
I was like, oh, it's that guy, Reggie.
Yeah,
okay,
that
that's
guy.
awesome.
I love that. So, what's it like working for Travis? I mean,
Oh,
if I had an
man.
office where I got to see Travis every day, Does he train you? How does that work?
I don't think we have enough time tonight to talk about working for Travis Prouty, but it's great. No, the great thing is I get to kind of ride his coattails, and he knows, it seems like, everybody in the space, and obviously connected me with you, and get to meet a ton of people through the affiliate ball and all the meetups that we go to. So he's crazy, obviously, and everyone sees the wild side, but he's also insanely smart and makes really, really good decisions for as a CEO. Just remember that for the annual review coming up in a few weeks.
I think my favorite moment with you guys was when Jeff Ross roasted you guys.
For sure. Yeah.
So by the way, congrats, because you guys are the current AFI Award winner for Call Center of the Year.
Two times.
2 years running.
Absolutely.
Ever since we started the gala with categories, you guys have won every single one. So that's amazing. So I want to wrap this up because our next guest I want to bring up here so we can start networking. But give it up for Travis and the Call Grooves.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having us.
Thank you again. Appreciate it. All right, so you guys ready to party now? All right, so we're going to kick off the party, right? We're going to get, all right, by the way, a little backstory. When I used to throw the players ball prior to the affiliate ball, we always started off the night with Digital Underground. So it became a staple of my events for years. And then the torch got passed along to this next guest of mine. Everybody, give it up for Young Hump. Come on up here, Young Hump. Digital Underground. Yeah, well, you know how to work that.
Yes, sir. That is a fanny pack that I'm hanging off the side of my hip, in case y'all was wondering.
It's masculine. I wear mine a little different though. I wear the strap one. You know, the strap
Dude, money.
What's up, man?
Feeling good, feeling good. How y'all feeling? All right.
I love that. So, Young Hump, man, this is great. So, we're going to have you do a song tonight. But before we have you do a song to close out this portion of the show, before we go network at the bar, I have a couple questions for you. I hope you don't mind.
Waited all night.
I love this. Love this. So, I'm not going to mention any names, but I understand you come from a music family, and your father is a very famous jazz musician. What does he think about what happened to his son? How does he look down? Does he look down and go, what the hell? Or does he look up and go, I love that?
I'm going to impersonate my father. I'm going to answer the question like this. Yo, what's that Too Short line I like? Oh, yeah, the one about, what are you smoking? A big dick coming straight from East Oakland. Yeah, that's my favorite rapper, Too Short. What's that Snoop Dogg line with my sack on your tonsils? I love Snoop Dogg. So yeah, my father's a refined, sophisticated, intellectual jazz musician, but he loved that gutter, grimy, sexy, slick talking shit.
That's funny. So what's really crazy is that, okay, so I'm going to give a little backstory. So Shock G, rest in peace. He was a good friend of ours, and they probably opened up more players' balls than anybody that I've ever had. And we became really good friends with Shock, who was Humpty Hump. And he actually passed along the torch over to you with his blessing, which is really cool. But you were just telling me a story a second ago about how that all unfolded. So how many of you guys saw that the Tupac movie out there? You guys seen that one? You've seen the Tupac? All right. So,
All eyes on me.
All eyes on me.
That's right. So, if you didn't know, Young Hump played young Shock G in the movie, which is really cool. And that actually led, in a weird way, to you becoming Young Hump of Digital Underground. How'd that happen?
Yeah, so look, I'm a skinny, light-skinned nigga, and on occasion, people had told me I resembled the god Shock G, but it'd be like every couple of years. So once they made the Biggie movie, I was like, they're gonna make the Pac movie, and just one, I was like, yo, imagine if I played Shock G, how funny that would be, funny. And then like a couple years later, I'm like, damn, I need to get something going. I'm like, and so I got with my stepbrother and filmed myself like a little audition of me, just what I would imagine they would have him in the movie. I caught up with Shock, played it for him. And he had actually, in his mind previous to that, imagined Chris Brown playing him. Fun fact, if you look at Chris Brown and look at old pictures of Shock G, because they both got that same little nose. See, my nose happens to be particularly extra thick and chunky, but they have like that. They have the same nose. So I got more of like the KRS-One bell pepper nose. Theirs is more like a smoother strawberry. But anyways, long story short, I put the shit together, so I'm running around town, and all the players in here that know how it is. Hollywood's a motherfucker. You're just trying to bump into somebody that can tell you where to go and how to make it happen. And it's a long extendo story, but the quick version is I caught up with Shock. He saw it. He was like, "Yo, you got it." So then, fast forward a couple months later, we exchanged numbers, and he hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, you want to perform?" Because he was kind of taking a break from doing the digital material. He was on his Piano Man shit, playing, piano songs, doing a trio thing. But, people still want the Humpty Hump energy and all that. So he's like, "Yo, you want to perform with Money B?" So he put that idea in the air. And then long story short, about 3 years later, I bumped into Money B, and we kind of connected. So then we started doing this. So then by the time I even got the opportunity to audition to play Shock G in the movie, I'm already in the streets at this point, probably done about 8 or 9 shows. I think one of them was an early affiliate
We
joint.
did one at Traffic and Conversion, if you guys remember the marketer's ball.
That part. So I'm walking into the audition like, "Yeah, nigga, I do this." You feel me? This is what I do. Like, "Oh, you gonna get an actor?" I do this. Shock chose me. So that was like, added to my credibility, and I can read and say a line with a little bit of ism to it. So it wasn't just me on stage fucking rapping and shit. I had to play a nigga in real life scenarios in a movie. So I delivered, and they was fucking with me. And so it was just interesting. So then fast forward to now, I didn't tell you this. This is what's so funny, right? So it was Humpty Hump, and then he said, "Yo, you should create your own character," and I became Young Hump. But this is the trip, right? I'm gonna bug y'all out. This is the funniest shit. We do shows. I'm not exaggerating. I'll be doing a show, talking to somebody, and somebody will tap me and be like, I'll be like, "Yo," they'd be like, "Yo, man, Shock G would be so proud of you. You carrying on the legacy. You're doing your thing." And I'm like, "Thank you, man. That mean a lot." Turn around. "Yo, man, thank you for giving us Tupac." If those of y'all that might not understand, Shock G brought Tupac into the game, the rapper Tupac. Shock G was the first guy. That's why it was the Tupac movie featuring Shock G, because Shock G, okay, not everybody gets it. So Dr. Dre, you know who Dr. Dre is, right? He discovered rappers like Snoop and Eminem. Shock G discovered a rapper named Tupac. Same thing. Producer, you're talented. Let's make you a star. So Shock G did that for Tupac. So I'm saying some people think I'm Shock G, and they tap me, and I'd be like, "Yo," and they'd be like, "Thank you for giving us Tupac." It's so surreal. But I just out here honor my big bro's legacy. I love the guy.
I love that. You're carrying it out very well. Love that. So, like, it would be easy for me to say, "Hey, man, do a song, do Humpty," but you got your own thing, and that's what I respect about you, is that you're actually a musician and you got a creative artist thing going. You have a new track, and if you don't mind performing it right now for us here, I would love it if you did it. Tell us about this new track. I would love that. Tell us about the new track you got.
All right, I'm gonna tell y'all about it real quick because I know I'm long-winded. I'm a Virgo. That's all thing. Shock G's a Virgo. Money B's a Virgo. Sophia, rest in peace, is a Virgo. Digital Underground is all Virgos. Anyways, if y'all didn't know, Los Angeles is a Virgo. Fun fact. Los Angeles was founded on September 4th, 1781. Talk to your boy. You're living in a Virgo town. Fuck with me. All right, I'm an educational nigga. I'm not just a shiny-nosed motherfucker rapping about sex. I got degrees for y'all. But anyways, this song I'm about to do is called Single Again, and it's a rehash of some classic 90s energy, which we all love. And, sometimes, you find yourself back out on the market, you was in a relationship and now you single again. And it's really about having the right perspective to that situation, whether you chose to be single or somebody made an executive decision on your ass and you dealing with it, whatever the fuck you're dealing with, there's opportunities, there's ups and downs, highs and lows. So this song is kind of to reflect that. Ladies, I currently am single, but it's not about that right now. I'm not out here on that type of mission. I'm just out here trying to,
Wait a minute, are you using that celebrity app that Ben Glebe was on? Are you on that?
Nah, I don't have the cosign yet. I got to get somebody to pull up and put me on the list. Somebody put me Young Hump plus Young Hump, and I'm down for it.
So this is really cool. We got Digital Underground's DJ.
Yeah, this is our brother DJ Always, my brother who's our DJ. We tour, we travel the world together. and pump that funk. You know what I mean? Money B is out where he be being Money B somewhere, and this is what we do. You know what I mean? Long time partner with motherfucking D Money, K Bizzle in the building, affiliate, ball and shit. You know what it is. Make some noise for yourself.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you don't mind, I'd love to hear this new track, and I'm sure you guys would love it. And then we're going to end the show after this song and start networking over there again. So, ladies and gentlemen, Young Hub of Digital Underground. We got DJ Always behind him. You guys want to hear this? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
I might do this motherfucker seated.
I like that.
I'm tall. I don't need to hit my head on nothing. So yeah, what I was saying is shit, you know, you might find yourself single or whatever, and you just dealing with it, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta just look back at what you just experienced, and instead of being sad, remember it as a positive memory, you know what I mean? And then look towards the future, man. Seasons change and you get new opportunities. So to everybody out there, don't you hate when the problems start in your relationship? Things be happening and you gotta adjust. But you know what I mean? Hey yo, don't you hate when the problems start? You and your lover both break each other's heart. Bunch of slick comments and petty little jabs, and suddenly it feels like it's up for grabs. Your man, he don't bring home food no more, and you don't give a fuck if you be in a room no more. Day by day, you really starting to see maybe this motherfucker ain't the one for me. Besides all that, everything ends, and this could be the time you could go out with your friends. You get to do what you want to every single day. And summertime's like 5 minutes away, so you ain't gotta hear what some idiot say. You get to kick it with yourself or go out and play. Ain't gotta answer to nobody. You grown and on your own. Now you can put your number into anybody's phone. You're free now. Ain't got nobody clinging. So look into the mirror, start singing. I'm single again. Let everybody know I'm single again. Yeah, to the girls and boys and people in love. Yo, y'all can have that shit. I'ma be at the club with D Money and K Bizzle affiliates ball. Hey yo, ladies, have you ever broken up with your boyfriend and it feels like your whole world's coming to an end? Caught your eye. Now with new brother, you like my. A while ago you was like why till a new dude roll by. You like hi. Now you sit in front seat with him and your skins are getting 10 to do again. Sexually you were satisfied and he rolling you around in the fattest ride. He bought you a chain and some Bitcoin too. Ain't he tripping if your homegirls want to join you? He gave your little brother a job. Police let him through and he's cool with the mob. That's what I'm talking about here. Cause dudes like that are really out here. Yo, I'm single again. Yeah, to let all the honeys know I'm single again. Hey, to the girls and boys and people in love. You can have that shit. I'ma be at the club with the affiliate ball. Hey, yo, fellas, have you ever lost yourself a real good piece and your confidence decreased, just to say the least? Then one day you hit the art walk and a lovely thing walks up and start talking. You told her how you think about the painting. Got along good, no reason for complaining. Soon you hit bed straight fainting. You was putting in work like Ninja Warrior training. Pussy so good, your life got much better. She wanted to be part of your life and you let her. You took vacation and traveled the nation. Now you calmed down and found the real patience. Yeah, your homies know you love her. Take her serious and ain't thinking about another. Well, let me tell you, brother, a lot of them are newly single and they just left the suck and now they singing, I'm single again. Sing it with me. Let all the homies know I'm single again. Hi to the girls and boys and people in love. You can have that shit. I'm gonna be at the club. You know what I mean? Or some motherfucking shit like that. So, everybody in the house. I got my man D Money in the motherfucking house. Make some noise for yourself. You in the house. My man Jordan over there in the house. K Bizzle, where you at? You in the house. Yeah, and this is what we doing. Everybody out here making moves. Make some noise for yourself. Because even though you might be single, it's all about partnerships. So we're going to be mingling all night, making these deals so we can listen to the song and be conjoined together.
Yeah!
And I just want to say, we've lied before, like as a performer, and done a song and said, this is our first time performing a song, but we did it like 3 or 4 times. That was my very first time performing that song. So pardon me a couple of the little mistakes or whatever.
I hope you can make it back to Vegas when I have Harry Mack at Dre's Nightclub. You gotta come back.
Absolutely,
we
family.
We need more of you, man. You need to come back.
I'm here. I'm fucking with y'all. You know what it is. Love y'all. Much love.
Give it up, everybody. All right, so now it's time